Hey everybody, this is going to be a busy one and a very good one.
Absolutely. So already 164 people and counting are on the call today. A very good morning, afternoon, evening to you, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining the Super Saturday once again. As the launch is getting closer and closer, and Andreas Christensen is coming on to obviously share the latest update with us today. It isn't about training today. Every one of us is waiting for this new app platform to obviously launch, and this is some good news is obviously going to be shared by Andreas. Also, same time, what we're going to be doing is we're also going to give you another glimpse of how this app is working. Arthur's going to run through something with you as well, a live obviously preview of the app as well. So wherever you're joining us from today, if you'd be kind enough just to put in the chat box where you're joining us from. So the Superone family, the Superone community, welcome to the Super Saturday call. So just put a little indication of where we know we're in over 130 countries around the world. It's always lovely to see where people are joining from on this particular call. So Arthur, exciting times.
Very, very exciting times. It's been, I think this past week has been instrumental because the field's been able to actually see how the new app looks like. It's not been just a talk anymore, but you guys have actually seen, some of you have seen transactions, the majority of you have seen the interface. Andreas has just joined us as well, so he's going to provide an update, and then we're going to go into the demo so that you can actually see even more than what you saw last week.
Yes, super. No, absolutely. That's exactly what it is. Look, we are on the brink of making history here. We have something very, very special. And all I can say to everybody, when you are trying to create history, when you are working with new technology, it isn't easy. But all of you understood, you love the concept, you love the idea, you understand how this is obviously going to not just change your lives, but the lives of people around the world. So we're just going to give it a few minutes more. We've got 229 people on the call. I know there's people trying to join right now as well. So within a minute or so, we're going to obviously get the latest update from our founder and chairman, Andreas Christensen, and then, like I said, Arthur is going to show another preview of the app working, and he's going to do obviously show you a transaction or show you how the downline is working as well. So we'll see what Arthur's going to share with us. But before that, like I said, just pop in to the chat box where you're joining us from. It's always lovely to see. I know this community is becoming one of the biggest and most exciting communities in the world right now. It is people who are passionate, people who have, ambition. We've got the affiliate partners are so much different to companies that are out there, because we have got, like Ingo says, some of the biggest affiliate marketing, network marketing leaders in the world are already part of this. And those who are not part of this are sitting on the fence, ready to be part of this amazing company. And so, like you said, things are about to go to a whole new level. So what we'll do, we'll kick off now. We've got 250 people already on the call. Andreas, welcome to the call. So we're going to hand over to you for you to give us a quick update, please.
Thank you, Adam, and thank you, Arthur, for that introduction. It's been a very interesting week, and I would like to interact a little bit with Arthur in this session because he's been instrumental during the whole week together. He's spearheading the testing team. So, Arthur, I would like you to kind of start a little bit with your experiences, your discoveries during this week, and how we have reacted to it from the tech side and the company side, and how we worked hand in hand to kind of tune the things. And but before you start, I want to say it's been a very interesting week. we had, when I reported this last Saturday, and even before that, we had the system ready. But the thing is, like, we discover small things that we need to adjust. And this week we started off and we were kind of ready with what we had developed. Okay. Then the testers, like Adam perfectly said, we have some of the biggest networkers in the world in a testing group, and Arthur is heading that group. And they came to us on Monday and Tuesday and basically said, let's talk a little bit about naming of things, and the information you provide in the app is maybe could be done more and better. Okay. So, and they came to us, I think it was Tuesday, where we changed the team page significantly to become more intuitive. And what I want to say is that when we do, we don't have any how to say issues or challenges doing those changes. It's time consuming. So when we do a change in the system, whether it's a small or big, it is 11-step process. First is developed, it goes to stage service, it goes to quality assurance on staging, it goes to user accepted testing, it goes to quality assurance, it goes into these different apps, Apple and Google. So there is an 11-step process that is pretty comprehensive. So we have, throughout the week, we have published one update every day for the testers. At the end of the day, we have published one update. And we have changed a lot of things to the better. It's not only issues or problems we have fixed, we have changed and tuned it to the better for the user experience. And Arthur, you can tell a little bit, now we can kind of go into a little bit details what we have done so people understand what we are actually doing here, and that we're not, how should I say, walking in blind. We're working in a very, very highlighted environment with full control. So you can give us a little bit of your experience, because I think you are the one that's been sitting closest to me and the development team in this.
So the biggest thing for me, because this isn't my first rodeo, I've been working with companies in kind of a similar fashion, because my background is I worked in IT support, I worked in IT sales. So for me, it's actually natural to step in and actually help with improvements, simplification, and all those things. So I've done it before, and the CEOs and corporate teams that I worked with before, they wouldn't listen. You would make suggestions. You would tell them, this is what we need. This is how we want things done. They would say, yeah. And then months later, nothing, zero, silence. In here, we didn't actually expect that you will be able to redesign the interface this quickly with regards to the team page, especially because that page, honestly, was not functional. The information that was there originally, it just wasn't serving, wasn't really giving us the right set of data to really, for that page to be usable. But then we've submitted the proposal. You kind of hesitated a little bit. You wanted to do it your way, but then we said, please do it this way. This is how it's going to work the best. And you accepted it straight away. So guys, this is the biggest thing. And I actually said it during the call earlier today with our team in India, that we are effectively being actively involved in shaping the company. That if you want this done, and genuinely it makes sense, and the community supports it, then you're gonna get it. So we are actually creating this whole thing from the ground up. And at this level, the majority of things, Andreas will tell you exactly in just a second, but the majority of things are done and fixed. And I will actually be able to demonstrate those changes and how things work exactly to you in just a second. But guys, I was actually amazed, because yes, we did, like nobody's questioning, there's been delays, but from submitting what changes we want done to them actually being released in a system, it took 2 days. 2 days of going back and forth in development, and everything is live and ready and done. So this is now, it's like my daughter was actually playing that game when she has 4 boards and different animals that she needs to position in exactly the same spot. That's essentially how this company is being run and done and growing right now. Where, like, if you're adding this element here, this element here, this element here, this element here, like none of them are done, none of them are ready. But then as you're getting closer and closer towards the end, all of a sudden you've completed this thing, you've completed this, you completed this, you completed this. These things are now being pushed out at the same time. That's why, yes, things have been slow, but from here on, you will see this massive, massive growth from all the angles at the same time.
Yeah, thank you. That's important. That some of the changes we've done were not in our original specification, and you can't expect the development team to create something not specified by us, because then we would have been. And sometimes we also face issues or matters related to the fact that there are outcomes, or let's say a query or a thing that you don't you haven't thought of. I must say that I'm not 360 degree. You don't see all the issues. You can have, let's say you cover 8 out of 10 use cases, and then you have these 2 quirky little kind of thing. And I will say the only thing that's remaining that's being fixed today is we have issued, as all of you know, a lot of lower packages, the bundle packages we have issued. And those have been issued as you have purchased packages, and they have been issued during script, one of them in May, one of them in July, and also some manually from help, etc. So what we have done to fix those or to filter out the non-paid packages not to be in the binary calculation. That's what we're doing today. It's been on the task list for some days, but we prioritized the whole app and the kind of the team page. So we've done that. We're doing that today. We're releasing that to the testers later today. Then from there, we have a clean, ready to go system. Then the process of putting this live will be what we do over the next days. I cannot say exact time because we can release the Android app instantly. That can be released quickly. There is no review time. For the Apple, there is a review time. That can be everything from hours to a few days. It's all depending on how we do things. So we will get back to you on the exact live date, but there are third parties involved. The good thing is that Arthur now going to show you from the live system how this is working, how we worked with this. And we have a lot of other, I think we can advise you after that on other news in the company, what we're doing when it comes to the game and the strategy forward, because we had a hilariously positive meeting, actually 2 meetings yesterday, and the whole process, where the organization, where the company is going now. And I must say, I'm not very much into what other projects are doing. I don't care much. I care about what we do. But I also learned that this week there has been at least one other company that launched and failed big time. So we are not here. Failing is not an option. That's why we are extremely concerned about everything checked out, working perfectly. And again, a big thank you to Arthur and his team for doing all this. He's more meticulous than I am, and he's going into the deep things. So Arthur, please show us what happened with your drone line.
Okay, super. So yes, big shout out to Eric, Mark, and Faith for helping out with the tests, because it's been a big help. And as Andreas said, we fixed a lot of things, we restructured a lot of things. So here's what I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to switch over onto screen sharing, but I want to explain exactly what is happening right now. So this is my main account. I've got an account that belongs to me on my pay leg, and 2 accounts that also belong to me, but they use this referral link. So I've got one on the left, one on the right. I'm gonna log into this one first, and I want you to see which leg is the power leg. I want you to pay attention to that. So I'm just gonna show it in a second. And then I'm gonna start making purchases from both accounts so that you can see the flow of commissions and that you can see the transition of the pay leg and the power leg inside of this account. So just 1 second. I will clear some just random messages very quickly. I want to be sure that the interface it's clean, that there is nothing else that is on there. Super. So let's start with the screen share. So this account that I'm logging into is this one. It's level 1 account on my pay leg. So you can see the number of team members directly signed up, and this is where you've got the binary team. So this is what we've actually restructured, what the company has redeveloped completely, this binary team section, also the matching team section. So you can see that there will be no more questions, oh, what rank am I? Like, what's my volume? You're gonna see that right in front of you. You're going to see how many direct partners you have, how many downline members you have, and the binary team will also help you. You're going to have the weekly volume, so you will be able to see how close you are to reaching your cap based on the rank that you have, because every rank comes with a different cap. Okay, so you can see right here that the right leg is the power leg and that the carryover volume is 3,100. I'm going to pause this just for a second because I'm switching accounts. I don't really want to be sharing my Ethereum addresses with everybody. Just 1 second.
Show us your wallet.
Yeah.
It's only test.
Yes, so of course the balances, all of that will be wiped out, but I'm now logged into this account. So as you can see, this account has no volume because all of it will be personal, but I'm going to go into the buy section. And then, as you can see, I've got the balance on this account. I've already topped it up. I'm going to make a first purchase, just on a $100. So I should just bought a package, and you should now start seeing commissions coming through because my top account, both accounts will be now receiving commissions.
I can give everyone one secret here. Don't tell anyone, but this super pack can be renamed Super Wallet. And it's going to be more wallets, more money, more friends, more wallets, more money. Is part of our new presentation thing. So Super Wallet is coming to you shortly.
Yeah, that's going to be really cool. Are you guys seeing it at the very top of the screen? Commissions coming through. We're now waiting for binary commissions. So you should see a $10 notification in just a second. The super code and super code and fast start, they're coming through first, and the binary and the matching bonus that they're coming through a few seconds later. So that's the commission right now. I'm going to make another switch. I'm going to switch now to my account on the inner leg.
And this is on test RippleNet, so it's probably a little bit slower than the real deployment.
Yeah, because it's really pretty fast. Super. So guys, that's the other account now. And now I'm going to make some bigger purchases. So you will see the balance here. I'm actually loaded with a lot more because I want to actually transition the power leg and the pay leg. That's why you've got a lot more in the balance here. So let's go for the big ones. So that's 2,500. So again, just pay attention to the very top of the screen that you're seeing now, because that's when the commissions will be showing up. So we're going to start with this one, and then we'll make some more purchases. So let's refresh the balance. There you go. So 2,500 has been now collected from the balance, and now you're seeing commissions. So that's the first one, the fast start bonus, or the 5% essentially. And then you're going to see everything else in just a second. Yeah. It takes between 20 and 30 seconds, but again, once we are live in a different environment, then you're going to see different figures. Yes, so you've got this one, all the commissions coming through. And again, this is on this account is on the inside. So there's also the direct matching bonus and downline matching bonus that is now triggered, because when this account is making purchases, this account starts making binary commissions. And when this one is making binary commissions, my top account is receiving 30% direct matching bonus as well as 10% downline matching bonus. So I'm getting 40 essentially. Okay, let's carry on buying because we want the shift to happen. We want the pay leg and the power leg to switch. So that's $3,500 added in terms of volume to the left-hand side. And again, so there you go. The balance has just been adjusted. Super code. So you've got all of these, and now we're waiting for the binary and the direct match, as well as the downline matching bonus. So guys, everything is working. Commissions are extremely quick. And remember, as your team is growing, as you are building, helping them out, then these commissions will be coming in instantly. Genuinely, you will be actually muting your phone. because you'll be tired and your battery will be draining either on your watch if you have an iWatch, because I'm getting my notifications onto my iWatch as well. And it's kind of getting a little bit silly sometimes when, even whilst testing, when I'm doing quite a lot of them. Let's do another 500 just to be sure that we push this over. There you go. The balance can adjust.
There is a new disease coming. Fatigue from rewards.
Yes.
It keep you awake during nighttime. Your wife will kill you.
There you go. And that's the 500. This is a big one. So that you know, the $500 packages, you get $60 Supercode, because it's Supercode 100 and Supercode 500 combined. So 10 plus 50. That's why you're getting 60. And you just saw that that is working perfectly fine as well. So now let's pause this. Let's switch over onto the level 1 account, so that you can hopefully see the transition from the pay leg to the power leg.
Can you show the rewards, the listing of the rewards that came in this account now?
Yeah. There you go, 1120. So it's now, I'm just logged in, and you've got the list. You've got super rewards.
We don't see it.
Oh.
There, yeah, there we are. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, so that's the rewards. The rewards, that section takes about a minute to catch up with what has happened, but it's going to be very quick. You will be able to see that here, all of it. As you can see, all the commissions are here.
You are in UK, Arthur. You're outside of European Union now. You're on your own.
Yes. There you go.
Maybe we should levy some tax on this for you.
No, thank you. Gibraltar. Yes, guys, so you can see in the binary team section, before the right leg was the power leg, now it's the left leg, because it's got more volume. It's got the carryover volume is $800. Everything's working perfectly fine. As you can see, this app is live, because that's been the biggest challenge for those people who have been with us since March and April. They weren't sure whether this is just a talk or things are actually happening, and I'm hoping that this is a clear proof to you that we are just hours away from actually launching, guys.
That's fantastic.
That truly is. Andreas, well done to you and the development team. I mean, this is huge progress the team has made, and the hard work that goes into what they've developed, what they're doing. It truly is groundbreaking. It's creating history. So again, once again, a big thank you to Arthur, Mark, Eric, and Faith, the field testing team, who have really put a lot of hours into this and have been extremely dedicated for all of us. You know, this is what the hard work they've been putting in. Everyone within the tech team, development team, Andreas, they're working very, very long hours to make this a reality. And you can see now from Arthur's quick demonstration, this is mega exciting. So Andreas, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I want to have a big thanks to all the testers, Arthur in particular spearheading this, but also a big thank to Ingo and John for creating this model. I had a good talk with John yesterday about the whole thing, the complexity, because I'm sitting so inside these algorithms, and John has created them, and it's probably John and me that know all the inner working details here in the world, and of course the developers, but we see the power of this. And like John said to me, I don't think, Andreas, you understand what we have created in terms of network marketing. And I kind of saw it when some of the big leaders came into play into this earlier, how much we had one misgo where we misplaced someone, and that was a guy dealing for a few hours. He placed 800 people in the wrong leg, and that was like just showing the power of this. And what I'm really genuinely really low now is to see that this new technology is so fast and it's working and it is flawless. It's no problem. And the team, when you have things like this, people can criticize you, say, it's not ready, the team is not working. It is working, and I can rest assured that the team that has created this, they also made our previous platform. What was wrong with that platform was the actual compensation plan. It was not the technical structure. The technology worked more or less without errors for more than a year, and 300,000 transactions. So what we're doing now is actually working. It's very good to have the testimony, to see the testers. Now we are in the last little speed up before we open. Everything is tuned, and I really like this. And yes, so a big thank to the testers, but also big thank to John in particular for, of course, his genuinity and his brain cells that has really created this and really helping us all to create this community. And what is going to happen now is also important that we understand what's next. People are now asking what is happening with the game, when we're going to open the game. And let me be very clear on this. We are working in parallel or ahead of you when it comes to the game. We had a game operational before. We are now repositioning that game. We are not recreating, but we are doing significant redesign for how that game will work. So we're going to go to the market with something that is also going to revolutionize the whole thing. I hate that word, disrupt and revolutionize, because it's going to be a fresh breath into the whole gaming industry. We're taking the COVID-19 situation seriously. Our use of let's say travel prices is crippled. We can't use that. So we have a stronger focus on money. And I can say that the whole platform, what we're calling it now, is the game of money. And you can play for the game of money where you can win money prizes. It's very strong. And we are not gambling. We are still in the gaming sphere. When it comes to the business part of it, that's where you guys come in on the community. So the roadmap now is very simple. Build a community of 100,000 paying community members, networkers, affiliates, call it whatever you want. There's a lot of great people coming in, helping us, and put the foundation. Then we start opening the game. We start opening the game at 100K people. Then we will propel this. We have a long-term view. We have a 10-year view on this, to be honest. We had a meeting yesterday. I'm not going to disclose with who, but it's one of the top. He is the founder of a top company within the digital technology space. He works with the top brands in Silicon Valley. He looked at us and said, Stian was there with me in the call, and he said, you have the energy, you have the legitimacy here, and you have this concept is truly something that's it's compelling, it's really good. We want to work with you. And next week, we continue these talks, and he just said, this is going to be a home run into the billions. So we need to do this properly. We need to make sure that the community, and that's where we're now coming up with a concept. The community is like a human being. A human being starts with a cell. Actually, it starts with one cell meeting another cell. That's where we are at this little inflection point. Those two cells becomes into 30 billion cells before a human being pops out. That's the evolutionary process we're into. So we're not going to build 30 billion people, because then we have an insurmountable task. We're going to build 100,000 people, and you are at the forefront of doing the birth to this community and creating what we call the DNA of money. That's how we're going to build it together. You need to be in on that voyage. Along that voyage, you will be rewarded from here to there with this great model that John and Ingo has created and we now develop. And then when we start launching the game, wow, then you're looking into the billion-dollar values and turnovers coming, because this has a tremendous potential. And what's going to happen, that the binary will be the affiliate system in the game. So leave out the details. The binary is so strong. And from a philosophical point of view, if you can use that word in network marketing, the binary, the strong structure, the unlimited, we call the binary we have created, we call it fast, fair, and furious. It is what it is. It is crazy. It goes to unlimited depth. It is very fast with the coding, and it's furious with the matching for the top leaders. And Arthur just showed you, you're getting 30% direct matching, but when you get into the downline matching from the ranking now, 10%, down, and with the latest update from John, where you go from rank to rank, so you have all in between. It's not only 7 director ranks, it's 7 director ranks of the same rank you have. Not 7, but up to 7. And that is a crazy powerful thing of this. It's just crazy. So I'm so happy that we have come to this point. I care, but don't care if we are a little bit delayed, because that's technology. Multiply time with P, 3.14, and then you are there. We are there. We created it, it's working. Now it's all about executing. So that's one thing. And so when you look into, there is one thing we haven't showcased now, and that's what we call the superstart. It's also dubbed the triple punch, because that is something that you will see in this platform coming now. There's a small adjustment to the triple punch, and then it's being also added to the platform. It's ready to go. And the triple punch is the insanity, because you use $10 and we spend the whole full $10 in commission. And we created this to showcase the platform. And what's going to happen? You will get 3 times upline rewards. You will get coding. You will get fund coding. You will get binary. You will get matching, all within the $10. This is going to create an avalanche of messages, of rewards messages. People will see how it's working, and it's going to be profitable marketing. Never been done in this. The company earned 0 from it. We only shoulder the transaction fees from it. That's it, and that's minuscule. There's nothing. So that triple punch is going to be the driving marketing force, because it is like a golden nugget that explains everything in one punch of $10. And I think we are about to explode into the market. We all hope that, and we all work for that. And I'm so thankful we are here. Thankful for Oreo patience. And next week will be amazing. We are finally there. There's no more empty promises. We are there. And we never come with empty promises, but we kind of been, I must admit, we have been overly optimistic. And we kind of went back to the drawing board, and we have tuned things. That's what takes time. Tuning takes time. We be a little bit optimistic on the tuning. And I'm sorry, but I can't get the developers to work 24/7. I only get them to work 18 hours a day, and that's what they are allowed to work. I wish I could have expanded more, that we have more people so we could go 24/7 with 2-3 different teams, but it's not possible from a practical point of view, because the knowledge transfer among these people is what we are hitting. It's not the resources, is in terms of money is not an object. Management time is not an object. It's development time and knowledge transfer, which is our sort of bottleneck. So we sorted it out. We are moving when we now dealing with the game development. We have separate teams coming in, how we leverage, how we expand. So we employed a new platform product owner this week. It's a she, master in info technology. She's 30 years old. She built her first internet banking service in the age of 23 for ING Bank, one of the biggest banks in Europe. She has tremendous experience. She just quit her or terminated her or ended her tenure with Microsoft. She works full-time with Superone as of Thursday this week. We spent good 3 hours yesterday nailing out the further requirement of the platform. We are now moving. We are not stopping here. This is just the start for the beginning. We're going to improve. We have feedback coming. We have a lot of great things on the gaming side. We're going to move forward. I am passionately living with this project. So we move forward. We need to have elephant skin and move on. We're going to be really catching these markets together. And that's together, and the community and the togetherness is the key here. We're living in a different situation in the world today than we did 6 months ago. People need to make money. The COVID-19 has put a really dent in the whole tech society. A lot of businesses goes down within the travel space, a lot of problems. We need to relate to that. We can't offer people to travel on a cruise that's docked in Miami. That's not fun. We don't want people to get sick. We want people to prosper and work together. That's why we have the shift towards money, more hardcore business model, more into that. And it's a little bit back to the beginning for me, because we created that game a little bit ago. So that's very cool. I'm happy. Thank you all. I wish you a great Saturday. And the communication team under the management of Adam, I know they have done a lot of things in the background. There is some great journalists working with us, great experienced British journalists working with a lot of information. And still, we need to ramp up the activity. We're doing that. You can expect to hear from us 2-3 times every day, and that is Adam's responsibility. So if you don't deliver, you have to hang out drying. Because
Great. We will be doing that. There's absolutely no problem. Thank you so much for that exciting update. What can I say? I'm speechless. I'm sure everybody on the call is speechless with what we've shared and what we've shown. This is about to launch and go all the way, to the moon. We are, very, very close. But, all I can say is when you've got a management team like Ingo and the John Clench who created this amazing compensation plan. Andreas, I've worked with you now, and your integrity, your openness is unseen before in my time with working with CEOs and chairmen. We have a very passionate and dedicated chairman here who's trying his utmost best to do the best for our community. So Arthur, once again, you, Eric, Mark, Faith, we can't thank you enough for all the hard work you put into the testing. Exciting times, everyone. Have an amazing weekend. We're going to be doing another. Andreas is not going to be with us. We're just going to do like what we did last week, which was going to give a summary of this call. But this call is recorded. It will be sent out later on today for those who couldn't make it. But for anybody in a different time zone to now who wants to be, obviously wants to get it, be part of the next update that's happening at 6 p.m. UK time, which is obviously 7 p.m. CET. So
proof of the pudding is eating it, and let's start the meal.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have
let's
a fantastic day.
Thank you all. Have a really delightful, beautiful Saturday. We are here at the front thinking of a lot of new things that's gonna amaze you. So let's get back to work. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.